Bill reels as new evidence leads to Poppy's arrest, and Will shares his doubts with Liam. Monday, August 12, 2024. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, RG shares a shocking update with Brooke and Ridge. Will and Liam get lunch, and Poppy tries to throw Katie out of Bill's house. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Bill's place, Katie rants to him that she truly believes Poppy killed those two men. Poppy listens and Luna appears behind her. Katie and Bill spot them, and Katie tells Poppy she's there to warn Bill. "I know what you did, Poppy." Poppy hollers that she won't let Katie poison Bill against her. She sees a jealous ex-wife who is constantly invading their lives and causing trouble. "You need to leave." Katie scoffs, "Are you ordering me out of Bill's house?" Poppy's asking her to go. Katie refuses. Two men are dead because of a mysterious overdose, and you had a connection to one of them. Luna exclaims, "Not this again." Katie says, "Yes, this again. Your mother had every reason to want Tom Starr out of her life. Out of the way. That's motive. That's why I'm here. To warn Bill about Poppy. That he's living with a murderer." Brooke and Ridge canoodle in the office, and she suggests they go work out together in the gym. He wonders what she's inferring, but she says she has to look good for the bedroom line. RG comes in with the pizza, and Ridge and Brooke notice something is wrong. Brooke asks if it's about Luna. RG says, no, it's about her mom. Brooke and Ridge learn that Luna was visibly upset when he got to her apartment. His parents press for him to open up, so RG says his girlfriend found Tom Starr's backpack in Poppy's apartment. It was full of letters he had written to Poppy over the years, claiming he was Luna's biological father. Katie has a theory about it. Liam and Will have ahead of sitting down for lunch at Il Giardino. They banter until Liam tells Will he heard about his awkward arrival in LA. Will nods. "If you mean walking in on our dad and his new girlfriend in bed together." Liam says it sounds uncomfortable to say the least. He guesses Poppy was pretty mortified. Will has his doubts about Poppy and their new sister. Liam asks about his doubts. Will says they've made pretty quick inroads in their dad's life. Liam thinks it makes sense and points out that they now have a sister. Will shrugs that he and Luna barely met. When it comes to their dad and his new family, it's pretty strange. He complains about Poppy coming out of the woodwork after 20 years and living large in his home. It's different. Dad's different. It's because of the Nozawa women. At Forrester, Brooke and Ridge reel as RG confirms that Katie thinks the backpack with the letters is the smoking gun. Ridge grunts that it points right to Poppy. RG doesn't think it's much of a stretch to think that Poppy would have done something to stop him. Brooke muses that maybe she felt cornered by Tom. Cornered people sometimes do the unthinkable. At Bill's place, Poppy denies having anything to do with the deaths. Katie tells her to save it because the facts speak for themselves. Two men died from a drug overdose from the same drug. Poppy counters that it's a sad coincidence. Katie asks if it's a coincidence that Tom had a backpack full of letters claiming to be Luna's real father. She talked to Sheila, who told her that she talked to Hollis on the same day he found the backpack. Two people who knew about letters that could completely upend your life and Luna's life with Bill mysteriously die from the same drug. Luna says they were senseless accidents. Katie says Tom had been clean for a long time and Hollis was never a drug user. Poppy wants to know how Katie found out about the letters. Katie says she ran into RJ. She reveals that Poppy also told Luna that she had seen Tom the night he performed, right before he went on stage. She had taken things into her own hands. Bill asks Poppy, "Did you say that? Why didn't you tell me about this before?" Katie says it doesn't take a genius to figure out she was trying to protect the life she had built with him. Tom and Hollis got in the way of that, so they had to go. She sacrificed 2 lives to keep her secret, and to keep from losing you. At Forrester, Archie tells his parents he doesn't necessarily agree with Katie's claims, but he can't dismiss them either. They agree it would be extreme if Poppy killed Tom. Archie says it would be devastating for Luna if it's true. Ridge asks if Katie said what she was going to do with the information. Archie's just worried about Luna if the police get involved and question Poppy. At Il Giardino, Liam concedes to Will that it's weird that Poppy didn't come forward years ago. He hasn't spent much time with them, but they seem like good people who care about their dad. At least, that's the way it seems to me. Apparently not to you. Will wonders if Bill has ever gotten over his mom. Liam says he'll never get over Katie and teases they made an obnoxious kid together. He reassures Will that Bill reads people extremely well. Will still wonders about them, especially Poppy. At Bill's place, he asks Poppy what she said to Tom on the night he died. She says she told Star he wasn't Luna's father and that they'd done a test proving she was Bill's. She also told him to stop harassing her and threatening Luna. Bill asks why she went alone, in secret. Poppy realizes in hindsight that she should have come to him first. Katie notes Bill might have sent her packing. She tells Bill he needs to have another paternity test done to make sure Luna is his daughter and that Poppy hasn't been lying the whole time. A knock comes at the door and Katie lets Deputy Chief Baker in. He says he's there to follow up. Bill questions him. Baker explains that based on the information Katie provided, they were able to get a search warrant for Ms. Nozawa's apartment. That's where we came up with this. His officer holds up Tom's backpack. Bill questions the evidence. It's a backpack full of old letters. Baker reveals there's something else inside the bag. He pulls out a tin of special mints in an evidence bag. They are laced and deadly. Poppy protests that she doesn't know anything about these drugs. She turns to Bill, "You have to believe me." Baker recaps that Ms. Nozawa was with Tom right before he collapsed on stage. They have drugs connecting her to both crimes. We have opportunity, motive, evidence. We're taking her in. Luna gops, "Oh my God, Mom, did you do this?" Poppy says no. Luna asks what about the paternity test? Is Bill really her father? Poppy says yes, Li ran the test. She protests that Katie and the police are wrong. I had nothing to do with this. Bill tells Baker, "Do what you have to do." I hope that none of this is true. Poppy swears over and over that she's innocent as she placed under arrest and read her Miranda rights. She indicates she understands her rights and is led out the door. Katie tears up as Bill reels. Next on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna angrily lashes out at Katie. And while on the Los Angeles stop of Danny's World Tour, Christine Cricket Blair and Danny Romolati celebrate the success of the Brooks bedroom line at a party at the Forrester Mansion. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Until this week on Bold and Beautiful, Steffy had no clue that Hope had Finn in her scope. But the spoilers suggest Steffy catches the way the Logan daughter looks at John Finnegan at the Forrester party. And this can't be good. B&B spoilers. Steffy Forrester joins watch party for Hope. Steffy offered a snarky reply on Bold and the Beautiful last week when Hope suggested someone would cut her down to size one day. At the time, Steffy Forrester wondered what her stepsister meant by that. But it looks like she finds out this week after a glimpse of Hope at this party sets her straight. Still, Steffy isn't the only one who keeps a watchful eye on Hope Logan. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, worries about her daughter's fixation on her stepsister's husband. So chances are if Hope Logan does anything inappropriate at this party, Brooke attempts damage control before Hope has a chance to go too far. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Steffy understands warning soon. If Hope Logan makes even the slightest seductive move on Finn at Eric's party, Brooke will catch it. She's already mortified over a confession from Hope a while back on Bold and Beautiful. For lack of a better term, Brooke learned her daughter has the hots for Steffy Forrester's husband. Brooke's worst fear is that Steffy Forrester would get wind of this. Brooke knows all too well the war that would likely break out if Steffy thought Hope had eyes for Finn. Bold and the Beautiful made a point of highlighting Hope Logan grooving to the tunes. Plus, she seemed to dance alone, but was gazing off into the room. Steffy is seen on the phone in the background, so Finn is without his wife next to him. That said, it's likely Finn who Hope has on her radar. So if Steffy Forrester sees her stepsister drooling over her husband, she likely remembers Hope Logan's warning. She told Steffy that someone may someday cut her down to size. With Steffy so angry lately, it wouldn't take much to up that anger. So if she sees her stepsister putting the moves on her husband, she likely flies into a full-blown rage this week on the CBS soap. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Is Bill related to Tom? Poppy stunned by outcome. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers document that there are ways the paternity test Bill Spencer took could be legitimate, yet still not prove he is Luna Nozawa's father. The revealed relationship Poppy Nozawa had with Tom Storer 20 years ago is key to this theory. Bill could learn that he is related to Tom. He could be the unknown offspring of either of Bill's parents. That option would allow less plot space, as Howard's character is deceased. However, it is plausible to believe that a blood relative of Bill's, in this case an assumed brother, would have DNA similar to that of Diamond's character. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The Summer of Love Music Festival. The music festival where Poppy and Bill connected included the appearance of a then-popular singer. Bill did not know until Poppy's recent admission that she knew Tom and had a personal connection with him, which made her question Luna's paternity. Tom relived his glory days when performing at Il Giardino. The comeback concert proved to be his last hurrah because a still unknown killer drugged his favorite drink bottle just before showtime. One reason Poppy did not confirm Luna's paternity was because Tom insisted, through a series of handwritten letters, that he was her father. But that decision is moot because of current circumstances. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Why was Tom Storer so certain? The series of letters Tom wrote to Poppy that she returned purely reflects his belief that he was Luna's father. However, Tom did not know that Poppy had a romantic connection with Bill at the music festival. This part of the storyline may be a pure diversion. Tom could be wrong. Considering all that Lai Nozawa has offered about his sister's past, it's also possible that another man could be Luna's father. However, additional speculation has yet to be explored. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Bill Spencer accepts preferred reality. Poppy believes that Lai's insistence on performing the paternity test proves Tom's claims were wishful thinking. However, Poppy will be stunned by the outcome if someone other than Bill is eventually confirmed as Luna's father. Having Tom be named as Luna's father would be bittersweet because Howard's character was killed off. It's a shame that strong character actor whose new character offered a humorous element into the show before Tom's story turned deadly. Like Poppy, Bill does not question Luna's paternity test results. They want to keep their seemingly confirmed family intact just weeks after Lai administered the paternity test. However, fans can follow Katie Logan's and R.J. Forrester's lead and question what is currently believed to be indisputable DNA evidence. This site is a leading source for everything linked to the Bold and the Beautiful. Check back regularly for B and B spoilers and news. Comings and goings. The latest cast changes as of August 12. Rebecca Budig, the soap veteran who was last seen as GHA's Hayden, debuted as Steffy and Thomas's mother last Tuesday. She will next be seen on August 16. The role was originated by Hunter Tylo and last played by Krista Allen. Michael Damian and Laura Lee Bell get ready for the two beloved Y and R stars to make their way to Los Angeles this week. They preview the visit to Digest. Check it out here. Who's going? Days of Our Lives. Emily O'Brien, since the character agreed to plead guilty in return for 6 months in Statesville, admitting her guilt in the kidnapping of baby Victoria, the actress's run in this role has come to an end. Find out more here. General Hospital. Brian Craig, the actor, was in and out last week, reprising Morgan in scenes opposite Maurice Benard. He dished about the experience exclusively with Digest here. Casting about. The character of Laura's daughter, Lulu, is going to wake up soon and return to Port Charles, but we know who will not be playing her. Aim Reilyn, the last actress who played her, told fans on her official Instagram story that she will not be returning to the role, and the show is recasting Lulu. Read the full story here. Reading Munsell has wrapped work on the feature film At the Sea with some heavy hitters like Murray Bartlett, Amy Adams, Dan Levy, and Brett Goldstein. He said on Instagram, "Such a fun summer." Bold and the Beautiful. Hope's intoxicating dance puts Steffy in a rage. Bold and the Beautiful previews suggest a tad intoxicated. Hope Logan catches Steffy Forrester's eye as her stepsister's seductive dance moves raise a red flag on the CBS soap. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Hope Logan seductively sways. While Bold and the Beautiful previews are fleeting, they offer enough to suggest Hope Logan seems uninhibited at Eric Forrester's party this week. She sways to the music with a glass of wine in her hand and dances alone. But Steffy Forrester is in the background and has a bird's eye view of what Hope is up to when the Bold and the Beautiful episodes roll out this week. The preview shows the Logan daughter has her eyes on someone, and that's likely her stepsister's husband. Working with the most spectacular team, honored and grateful. Real life status. Kirsten Storms shared a shocking picture on Instagram about surviving an explosive incident with a coffee can. One of those funny story, but not funny when I need coffee moments, she began. I've opened several canisters of at illy_coffee tins, and never have the grounds exploded out of that cute metal container. Sigh, there's a first time for everything. I can say with certainty that I prefer my coffee brewed in hot water. Straight from the container doesn't taste that good. Asterisk in their defense, there is a warning on the lid. It's written in several languages asterisk. Over 1,500 followers liked the response from her co-star Finola Hughes, who voiced their thoughts when she wrote, "I thought it was a GH storyline. I'm thinking who would dare to give Maxie a black eye." Laura Lee Bell paid tribute to her beloved dog Chelsea, who transitioned to the Rainbow Bridge. She wrote on Instagram, "Such a beautiful Chelsea girl." These posts are always so hard to write, but most of you know that we are a dog-adoring family. Chelsea crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. This amazing girl came into our lives in 2009 when our kids were young. She was part of what we called the OG3, an incredible sister to Coover and Bo, and a fearless protector of us who happened to love every morsel of food you gave her. In 2020, the unthinkable happened, and she lost her brothers. Coover to old age, and Bo we still don't understand. It was a big adjustment for all of us, and obviously for her, but after some time she settled into being the queen of our house. A little over a year later, the puppies came and rocked her world. Definitely gave her a mommy purpose. She trained them so well and has put up with a lot of serious energy and rough play around her. A positive I have to point out is a year ago this month, Chelsea had 3 days where she barely would lift her head, so our daughter said goodbye before heading to college. She's a miracle to have hung on with us for a full year longer. We will forever love you, Chell, and our greatest hope is your 2 brothers were waiting for you, and you play forever together again as the unforgettable OG3. Alumni Report. Deadline reports that Josh Duhamel is set to star in Full Throttle Mindset, a dark comedy/crime thriller. Filming is set to start later this year, Vanessa and Antoine can now be seen in the 4th episode of the final season of Netflix's The Umbrella Academy, as well as Season 2 of the streaming series Plan B on CBC Gem.